Hello, I am Victor Garcia Guevara, Medical Director of Laboratorio Aesthetics, and today I'm here to tell to you about dry skin and what solution we can have. Dry skin is an alteration that occurs due to a disorder at the level of the hydrolipidic layer, more specifically due to a decrease in the content of fatty material at the level of the secretion toward the skin surface. This situation of not having a good content of elements secreted by the sebaceous gland, such as ceramides, phospholipids, and essential fatty acid, means that a balanced emulsion is not formed. Therefore, the water evaporates, and we then begin to specific signs that condition the dry skin. This situation can occur at the level of the skin of the face or body, and sometimes it is part of the biotype of the people, but in other cases it occurs as consequence of aging, major change in the climate, systemic disease such as diabetes or hypothyroidism, for example, or as a consequence of other factors. Generally, a person with dry skin describes thickness, itching, irritation, and spontaneous and constant flaking, which create discomfort, and in the most serious case can lead to the formation of the crack in the skin. Considering that it represents an alteration that is seen with some frequency in the population, in the aesthetic laboratory, we have considered the possibility of providing professionals and patients who have this type of problem with solution. This is how the Zero Skin line was born. Through this line is intended to be able to provide a solution to the problem of dry skin, but not as an element of momentary action, but rather as the treatment program that can maintain skin condition in optimal condition and to restore the quality of the life of the patient. In this line, we have developed products for the aesthetic professional so that they can adequately care for patient or client who present this alteration, and products for use at home to give the patient an important element for the maintenance of the healthy condition of your skin. Let us bear in mind that we are working on an alteration that transforms the hydrolipidic layer, and that this led to a disorder at the level of the skin barrier that is extremely important to be able to maintain our defense of the environment. Professional products are represented by a controlled exfoliation and a product for transdermal therapy. Let's talk initially about the product designated for controlled peeling, Zero Skin Peel, which is basically made up of active ingredients that manage in a very special way to replenish the condition of the skin barrier and create a balanced hydrolipidic layer, thereby reducing the signs and symptoms of dry skin. This exfoliation is designated in two steps. In the first step, we will have an enzymatic exfoliation made up of a specific element that allow the removal of superficial skin cells and start the mechanisms that improve the penetration of substance at the level of the epidermis. In the second step, we will find a combination of alpha-hydroxy acid and polyhydroxy acid. These elements act synergistically to achieve adequate compaction of the stratum corneum and stimulation of the epidermal turnover. But also, we must take into account that two elements in particular, such as acid lactic and gluconolactone, also make it possible to retain water. capture this important element at the level of the superficial layer of the skin and retain it to achieve a rebalancing of skin moisture. On the other hand, polydioxy acid also acts as a great element to control the activity of the free radicals and thus reduce the oxidative state and could exist at the level of the cells that make up the skin. It's an extremely mild controlled peeling that helps to effectively improve hydration, texture, and the sensation of the thickness and itching that skin may have. Let's talk now about the product of the transdermal therapy. This can be applied through sonophoresis with the use of the therapeutic ultrasound or through the use of the microneedling. It's a formula allows a rapid recovery of the water balance to be achieved as well as providing elements that stimulate the synthesis of the element of the extracellular matrix that manage to restore the skin turgidity and elasticity. Among its most important constituents, we find hyaluronic acid, dermatan sulfate, panthenol, and essential amino acids for the synthesis of the collagen, such as glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. If you have a significant dry skin disorder, consult your aesthetic professional for the application of this type of treatment that will restore optimal and healthy condition to your skin in a short period of time. For home support, topical application products have been designed with a high quality in the action of their active ingredients in order to achieve the desired result. We have CeruSkin Day Cream. This product combines active ingredients such as glycerin, panthenol, and elements of the content of the hydrolipidic layer in order to restore the skin ability to capture water and maintain in the tissue, thus achieving an adequate balance of the constituent element and improving the action of the skin barrier. On the other hand, we have CeruSkin Night Cream, which contains active principles that work on the skin by occlusion in such a way that an increase in water loss does not occur, and also by ingredients that allow the restoration of the optimal condition at the level of the what is the hydrolipidic layer, achieving an action that restores to this element its ability to maintain the skin hydration, defense, maintenance of the microbiota and the skin and the pH. Finally, for the body, we have Keratoderm, where important ingredients for restoring skin balance, such as urea, salicylic acid, and panthenol, are combined. These elements work to synergy to eliminate all those dead cells that are in the process of lacking, effectively stimulating epidermal turnover and determining an uptake of water and adequate activity of the natural hydration factor to restore skin hydration and maintain this balance over time. It's a powerful combination of active ingredients that determine keratolytic activity, epidermal tissue integrity, and an adequate balance of the constituent element at the level of the skin superficial tissue to maintain the benefit of adequate hydration control. But in addition to these products, a maintained and action treatment at home has been designed through a controlled exfoliation that the patient can carry out independently. This is how we then have CeruSkin HRP, which represents an application program at home, carrying out a session every week where we will also apply an action in two steps, as with the professional exfoliation system. In this case, for the hand, the first step also consists an enzymatic exfoliation, which the patient will apply to their skin and massage for 2 or 3 minutes, leaving it to act for 5 minutes afterward. Wash your skin with plenty with the water and with the help of the brush included in the kit. Apply the solution for the second step in the homogeneous layer in the skin, leaving it to act for 3 to 5 minutes to finally remove and clean with water. In this way, this patient can have, in addition to the support based on topical action creams and treatment specialty designated and controlled to maintain the effect obtained by professional treatment, or to use when the degree of dryness of the skin is mild, and we can then act therapeutically with this very important element and help living. This is how at Laboratorio in Aesthetic we have through of people who have this type of the alteration at the level of their skin surface to provide them with effective solution and thus allow them to achieve important benefit to restore condition and the level of the skin and improve the quality of life. I invite you to try the products and know you will not regret it. On behalf of the entire human team that work in the laboratory, we would like to thank you at the moment that you have given us in relation to learning about the effective solution that present again different alterations that can occur on the skin. Thank you very much.